G'day guys, my name is Lord Tomo here again with another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collectible review. As you already know, I am Lord Tomo and this is the good old blue star, Sonic the Hedgehog. He's trying to actually fit into one of my shorts that I go for jogging. I'm not even going to bother asking why, guys. I'm seriously not even going to bother. Anyway, let's get into the actual review. Now, this actual item is, I guess, it's a bit bright actually. Just bring it in as good as possible. I don't know, my light's getting very bright these days, I don't know. So this is, as you can probably tell, a Sonic the Hedgehog, or in this case a Sonic Colors limited edition game controller for the Wii. Doesn't actually say limited edition per se. I'm just probably going to call this Sonic Colors game controller for the Wii. I don't know, I'll play around with the title before I upload it, of course. So this actual item was more or less released in Australia only, as more or less an exclusive, as a pre-order bonus, more or less. Basically, there's a retailer by the name of JB Hi-5 that we have here. I'm not entirely sure if the other countries like the US or the UK have it, but in Australia, more or less, they have a retailer called JB Hi-5, obviously. And if you pre-order the item, you get obviously Sonic Colors the game, and you get the good old Sonic Colors remote control. Now this is probably the one item where I wanted to get it simply because of the actual packaging itself, not so much for the actual item itself. As you can probably already tell, based by the actual design itself, it doesn't really sell itself as much as I would like it to. However, the packaging itself is by far more or less one of the more creative, I guess, aspect of it. This is complete. I will show you every single bits and pieces of it, and we shall go from there. So as per the name, I shall go through the actual packaging. Now the packaging itself is all very beautiful and well done, of course. You have yourself a little, I guess, little hoist up hanger thingy, I don't even know what they're called these days, to basically hold them up, of course. And you obviously have the design of the remote control, just to show you what it is, and you have a picture of good old Sonic the Hedgehog. At the very bottom you have the game controller for the Wii. Nothing too crazy in that, and you obviously have Sega down there. I would have preferred personally if they had this more of a blending in sort of thing. I don't know, it doesn't really blend with everything else. The Sonic Colors is beautiful, even the picture itself, even the item itself isn't, you know, is alright, but at least it blends in. Now if you look closely, hopefully this will show perfectly fine, you will see the overall design of a stage of Sonic Colors. Impressive nonetheless. At the very top you have obviously what it is, Sonic Colors, pretty nice, and you have a little wisp there. At the very bottom you have just a zone. Now what I like about this packaging personally is the whole packaging itself blends in, as in if you were to cut one corner and stretch it out, fold it out, it will basically blend in perfectly. So that's the top, of course, I mean that's the front, of course, that's the top. So if you were to put the top outside, is that how you would even describe it? If you push the actual top part, you know, just up, it would actually blend in with the actual stage itself, as you can probably tell by the unified tree here. Same thing at the bottom, and on the side you have the other wisps, which if you basically, you know, I guess cut it out and just, or laid it out perfectly, that's the word I'm looking for, laid it out perfectly, it would basically match up perfectly. So there's that, and just, there was something on my screen. And on the other side you have more wisp, of course, and at the back you have even more wisp. Pretty nice. It's pretty running. They're all pretty much the same except this one, a drill. I like when they said that. Anyway, that's just me. And at the very bottom you have Sega.com, not to be sold separately, as per the name. You can't actually see it, but I'll see if I can show you. Maybe no, I cannot. Okay, basically there's just a few disclaimers out there. Just move it in and close. Just a few disclaimers there. So overall, the reason why I wanted to get this is simply because of the packaging. It was pretty impressive, pretty nice. I know I'm pretty much, you know, slamming my channel with a lot of Sonic Color stuff, but I don't know, it's one of those things where it actually is pretty nice. Besides the obviously Sonic Generations limited edition boxer, which I've yet to review myself, you know, this stands well within itself. Anyway, let's check out the actual item. Alright, here we go. Something fell down. Here it is. Okay, So pretty much there's nothing in the box. It's pretty empty, nothing too exciting in that sense. Now when you first get it out, comes out like, oh, I'll show you properly. It comes like this, and you get yourself like a little instruction sheet. So let's look closely at the instruction sheet just before we get to the actual item. Okay, so this is more or less the instruction sheet. I hope this focuses well. Sonic Colors classic controller for the Wii. It has a bunch of text. I'll see if maybe you guys can pause it. You can have a little read. Just a little, tells you what the buttons are and how you can connect to the actual Wii remote at the bottom, which is pretty nice actually. Wii remote Sonic classic controller, yeah, so you can pretty much connect it. Yeah, and it just has the buttons and bloody blah blah, as per the norm of any. At the very back you just have more stuff, how to connect it and whatnot. If you have a way, you know, it's for little kids I suppose. Well, not little kids as in the console, but the instruction sheets, you know, for them to read. You remove the cardboard as per the norm, and this is the actual, you know, controller itself. So we shall open this because I want to show you maybe how great this is. I know my accent's pretty bad. I don't even know what country I'm trying to mimic there. Come on. As you can probably tell, this is the first time I'm opening it. So there we go. So this is the actual more or less controller. No, the full controller, but this is pretty much the cable itself, and at the very top you have obviously below. I actually like that. It's pretty, you know, translucent. That's pretty nice. That's the little point. And let's open this puppy up even more. Okay, come on. They really know how to sticky tape this, I'll tell you that much. They're like, you know what, let's sticky tape this hard. And this is the actual controller itself. Yeah, so it's how just basically for the little buttons. So you remove that and you remove that. I'm not going to even bother extending it, you know, it's just a cable. I'm not going to go too much. However, I shall show you my remote control. So that's the actual remote control. I'm going to show this as closely as possible. As I said, you know, for the most part, it's just your bland classic remote control. The only thing different is the word Sonic Colors at the very top. You can see why I'm not too thrilled about the remote. It's a good remote control, don't get me wrong. It is a beautiful remote control within itself. As something to go, you know, crazy about, I don't know. The box, as you can see, it's vibrant, it's beautiful, it's colorful, it's unified, and then you take out the remote. Congratulations, you have Sonic Colors written on it, you know. It's at the, you know, at the back you just have a bunch of, you know, small little disclaimers there and whatnot. Game controller for the Wii, put in. So as per the normal, you have the two buttons at the very top. You have our what is it? LZ, Z1, ZR, ZR and ZL. So Z. I'm just totally out of it right now. Z left and Z right. You have the two buttons here. Mind you, the actual buttons themselves do really stand out within themselves, as in you can actually feel, you can touch the grip, which, you know, it's alright. So you have the buttons here as well. This feels perfect. You have a turbo button if you want to cheat and, you know, instead of smacking the button a few times. You have a home button, you have a select button, and you have a start button, and you have a directional pad, and you have the two buttons, or standard buttons, Y, X, B, A. Now B, A are semi-transparent, whereby Y and X aren't, which is alright. For the most part, it actually feels pretty decent. It's pretty solid. You know, it's decent. It feels, the buttons themselves feel like decent. It's decent quality. However, the weight of it feels like it's cheaply made. Like, it really feels like it's cheaply made. However, you know, it feels sturdy. I know it's contradicting itself there, but you know, it's okay. Not bad. So like I said, the remote control, there isn't really much to talk about. It's just a standard, you know, Wii classic controller. Besides, you have little stripes here. It looks kind of like a cat. I don't know. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. Maybe my imagination is going wild there. So this is obviously the Sonic Colors game controller for the Wii remote control. I'm not going to call it a limited edition because it was, you know, it doesn't really say out of the box, so I'm just going to leave it as that. On the actual title, probably, I don't know, you'll see when it's uploaded. You shall see, people, you shall see. Now, how did I actually get this? I didn't actually pre-order this myself, simply because I already had Sonic Colors and it had, you know, its other limited editions, and at the time I was kind of juggling a few things here and there, paying off mortgages and bloody blah 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 blah. But I did buy this separately a couple of months ago, and I got this for about, if I'm not mistaken, $25 or up shipping in Australia. If you are hoping to buy this, definitely check out Australian websites. You won't definitely find this in the US unless a US buyer buys it outside of Australia. This was exclusively to Australia, so, you know, good luck finding it. If you're into controllers and that sort of stuff, hey, look, definitely pick it up. If you're into, you know, just Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise, it's okay. It's like, you get the remote with the word Sonic Colors, hooray! You know, it doesn't really go nuts. However, the box itself does. It's pretty impressive. You know, I like the box. I really like the box. But that's that, and that's the actual controller itself. So $30 thereabouts. In rarity, look, simply because I like to put things that are only released in certain countries higher in terms of rarity, because, well, it's only exclusive in that country. So I'm probably going to give this maybe 6.5 stars out of 10, maybe 7 stars. No, I'll probably say this 7 stars out of 10. 7 stars out of 10, simply because Australia isn't big enough country, and a lot of merchandise that gets released in Australia isn't in a mass quantity like the US, Europe, or anything like that. So maybe 7 stars out of 10. Definitely worth it. Do I think it's worth its weight in gold if you were to pick it up? Look, it really depends up to you, to be honest. I like Sonic Colors. You know, that's why I picked this up. If I hated the game, I probably wouldn't have picked this up. But look, it's there, I suppose. Not too crazy. Hello guys, thank you so very much for watching this video. And look, leave a comment, you know, anything really. Just tell me what you think of the reviews, and or just generally the reviews that I do in general. If you have any requests, hit me up. I'm definitely, if I have that as a collectible or whatnot, I'll definitely review that for you guys. There's absolutely no qualms there. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember, speed on and take care.